Alright, so I'm going to be doing these guys in one video because they're kind of a set deal. Anyway, this will be my figure review for Power of the Primes, Battle Slash, and Road Trap, or better known as Battle Trap. Or Road Slash, if you so choose. Anyway, let's take a look at the car first, because he's a lot simpler to deal with. So, the grille is painted in gray with some nice bright yellow headlights. Kind of a red windscreen, and then on for the windows as well. Very obvious what is going to be the chest on the top. Here he is from the bottom. Now, in the instructions, his head is turned the other way, but because I don't want to have visible head syndrome, I have the head turned around. But anyway, that's it for car mode, or whatever kind of car this is. Let's get into transformation. So to start, we're going to unhinge these pieces from the holes in the hands, bring them up, bring up what will be the body and the head. Turn it back around, swing these arm pieces around. And raise up the camera a little bit so I have more room to work with. There we go. Then bring this piece up and over, and these two little notches where my fingertip is will go into that port right there. So plug that in. Put the arms in and bring them down, turn the head around, and then take the windscreen, bring that up, bring up the front of the car, push the wheels back, and there you have Battle Trap, or Road Trap, in his robot mode. And he is a, crap, what was it called again? Legends, that's right. He is a Legends class figure, as you can tell by his stature. So, posability, his arms can go up that high, no full 360, can go back that much, can go out that far, his arms can bend, do the full 360, no wrist articulation, because why would he? Legs can go up that far, back that far, bend at this bolt joint here, and his head can do a full 360 as well. And that's about it for the blue boy. So let's take a look at his partner, Battle Slash, who is a helicopter. A pretty bad one at that. So getting a close look at him, he doesn't have that usual cockpit. Cockpit is blue with some red paint right there. Very obvious what will be the robot mode legs. And then here's the undercarriage. So to begin, we want to first start by moving this up. Then split what will become the arms apart, but don't put them down any further yet. Then split the legs apart. Bring the tail fin back. Bring the arms down. Swing what will be the legs around. Grab this piece and move it up. Sandwich the two together because there is a peg right there. And they will both sandwich each other and meet in the middle. Stand them up, turn them around, turn the legs around so that they're facing the right way. Bring the arms around, bring them down, bring the arm up, turn it around, and have it facing the right direction. So second first the same as the first. And then we bring the chest down, flip out the head. The head will peg into these two pegs right there. And then these two tabs will actually tab into these two right there. And there you have Battle Slash in his robot mode. And he's a pretty cool little dude. So getting close here, I believe these white circles are supposed to be painted, but because I've played with him in the past, obviously that paint rubbed off. He does have red eyes. I don't know how well that's coming up on video. His arms can go up that high, can't go back at all due to transformation. His arms can bend, same full 360. Because of this, in the way, it does get annoying, so you can just rip it off. It unfortunately doesn't turn into a weapon for him, which would be nice. His legs can go up about that far, back about that far before this piece gets in the way. His legs can have a knee bend, and there's no foot articulation either. His head can do a 360 as well, and that's about it. So for comparison, here we have his buddy, Road Trap. And they look nice together. They do. So, one of these guys have another party trick, and that's to combine. Now, if you're at all familiar with Transformers, specifically Energon, he forms the shirt, he forms the pants. But only he can form the pants, only he can form the shirt. So, let's move him off to the side. Let's get started with him. So, bring his arms back into position. Bring his chest down. And then split his legs evenly. And then you want to just bring his arms all the way back. And there you have the legs. And now we bring in Battle Slash. Battle Slash was a bit more involved. So we fold this piece down. We bring his arms around and swing them around. And then we cover the joint with that. So do the same. Cover the joint. And then bring his arms together. Now, the instructions have you doing something completely different, but that just creates more backspace. I personally like doing this because the wind blade gets stuck in between. So fold that down, fold his head up, put that back in. Switch over to what will be the chest. Bring his legs up and tab him in. Bring his legs up, and that same tab will now tab into this white part right there. Bring that piece down, and there's the top half. Bring in the bottom, slot the head in to there. Raise up the camera, because he's now a deluxe. Flip this piece down, flip up the head, flip it back into place. And there you have Road Slash, or Battle Trap, in his combined mode. And I will say, this is pretty cool. Getting close here to get a look at the head. Now that white is paint, and unfortunately it came off, much like the side of his head and the back of his head. So, yeah, really cool robot. Arms, full 360, can go out that far, bend the elbow, full 360 with the leg, well, arm. Legs can go up that far, back that far. They do have a bend, and that's as far as that goes. And you do have some ankle articulation, and because of this piece being a joint, you do have ab crunch as well. Now, unfortunately, this guy doesn't have any weapons, which in my opinion does suck because he feels kind of incomplete. Now, I do know there is a optional kit from third party that does give him weapons, but I don't own that, and that's perfectly fine. I would have much rather have the rotor blade turn into dual swords instead. I think that would have been a cool look. But anyway, I think that'll about do it for now, and that has been my review on both Road Trap and Battle Slash in one video.